Over the next 6 weeks, you'll see this image and the question you see on your screen come up a lot on social media. And that question is CM Punk going to return to WWE 10 years after he left in 2014, or nearly 10 years after? This question has been asked a lot between 2014 and 2021, and when CM Punk debuted in AEW, we thought that would be the end of it and that there would be no chance he would ever go back to WWE. But following AEW All Out, or Brawl Out 2022 as it came to be known, and then AEW All in London on August 27th, 2023, where CM Punk was involved in many backstage incidents, he was fired from AEW with immediate effect. His sort of intention is to go back to WWE. There have been reports that have come out saying that WWE have rejected those proposals and they do not wish to re-sign CM Punk. But is that true? I'm not so sure. Let's talk about it. I personally do believe that CM Punk will return to WWE at Survivor Series in 2023 for the sole reason that it is in Chicago, his home state, and with all these talks about these little teases that WWE are dropping, Seth Rollins saying that my 100% makes me the best in the world, then Corey Graves saying the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was making people believe he didn't exist, to Shinsuke Nakamura doing a GTS on Raw, Seth Rollins riding on the edge of a lightning bolt after Fastlane, puppet, manipulator with Seth Rollins. It really seems like they're dialing these references into Seth Rollins after all the, social media interactions we've seen between Punk and Rollins. That's where they're going. Now, Seth Rollins is currently the World Heavyweight Champion on Monday Night Raw, but he may not be that for much longer as he takes on Drew McIntyre at Crown Jewel. And with the changes that Drew McIntyre is undergoing at the moment, it looks like we are very close to a Drew McIntyre heel turn. I can't think of a better way to solidify that heel turn than him, attacking the number one babyface in the company and winning the World Championship in an unconventional way at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. Then you have, Seth get his rematch versus Drew at Survivor Series. He loses that. Then maybe after, we cut to Seth in the middle of the ring, go tight on Seth. And then all of a sudden you hear that guitar riff and Cult of Personality plays. Even though I prefer This Fire Burns, I feel like it's a much better song. Cult of Personality is still great. If we hear that and then CM Punk just walks to the stage, doesn't go to the ring, but just says, "I'm back," and then cuts off the feed, that would be such a great moment to end the show on. The biggest thing WWE would have to be worried about with the return for CM Punk would be in case he got into any backstage argument or fights like he did with Jungle Boy or the Elite in AEW. But I think the thing that WWE are going to have here is they are a smart company. They have just been taken over by Endeavour. Ari Emanuel is a smart guy. So I imagine if he is re-signed, there would be a clause, if there is any backstage nonsense, you are gone and you are not coming back. Because remember, it's CM Punk that wants to come back to WWE. It's not WWE wanting to re-sign CM Punk, apparently. CM Punk wants to go back more than they want him back. So I think there would be a clause that get put in. Any backstage drama, you're gone, you're not coming back. And also, there have been backstage reports that someone in WWE said that if CM Punk tried any of his backstage BS, he would get his ass kicked. Now, I'm not going to associate anyone with that, but just, think of a certain Kingslayer and everything he's had to say about CM Punk, and I imagine it's him. Now, what does that do, saying that? It puts more heat on that storyline because they're really putting all the CM Punk references to do with Seth Rollins, and I think that's where they're going, is Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at WrestleMania 40 for the World Heavyweight Championship, because then everyone wins. Seth gets the WrestleMania main event he deserves, CM Punk gets the one he wanted, and the World Heavyweight Championship is put on in the main event slot, which provides the fact that the new world title is prestigious. Whether you have CM Punk win that or not, obviously he will, but that can also then put some more jeopardy into Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes if it is that way, because I can't see WWE having CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus The Rock as your 2 WrestleMania main events, because you know the outcome of both of them. You know that CM Punk, if he has a World Championship match at WrestleMania, he's going to win it, and The Rock isn't going to win his. So it's just pointless having them both on. Whether Punk can move past these financial issues, backstage issues, I'm sure he will have financial issues if he doesn't come back. Whether he can move past them and sort of grow up a little bit, I think it's a great move for WWE. I think it's great for CM Punk because there is so much you can do. You've got new guys he can work with, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. You've got everyone, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, potentially MJF if he comes in, but I doubt MJF is going to leave AEW now. To me, it just screams win. The only problem is CM Punk as a person. Whether he can move past his issues with Triple H, we'll have to wait and see. He obviously was backstage at a WWE show in March, but was asked to leave. I think that's just business. You've got to allow it. Do I think CM Punk will return to WWE? Yes. Do I want it to happen? Yes. Should it happen? Absolutely. Will CM Punk return at Survivor Series 2023? My answer, yes he will. What's yours? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you in a bit.